This is a Japanese Hyundai i800 8-seater family car that has been completely stripped out and transformed into the most incredible tiny car camper. This tiny space has a double bed inside, a small kitchen, a dining room and an outside kitchen. It's also fully equipped for some off-grid car camping adventures. And over the next 24 hours, I'm going to be experiencing what it's like to live inside this tiny home on wheels. Trying to find park-ups isn't always that easy. We're causing absolute chaos here. Potholes. Oh man, this is not looking good. There's cows everywhere. It's a lot of cows. How many cows was that? I wonder if I can eat like this. Yeah, not the biggest amount of space in here. Security's come and we've just been kicked out. I am so looking forward to today. Last week's video, I was in a 32-foot long, 10-meter American school bus, and today I'm in a Japanese Hyundai i800 car camper, which has been beautifully converted, honestly, into one of the best car campers I think I've ever seen. Oh, here we go. Hiya.
Hello, this is private property.
Oh yeah, we're just going now.
So who are you?
We're friends with Abby.
I feel so embarrassed.
Don't feel embarrassed, because I know, I get it, it's fine.
I can see a camera and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh dear.
We're going off now anyway.
You're okay, you can stay if you want.
Cheers, thank you. Bye. We were on private property, or we are, but we're about to leave because, yeah, don't want to cause too much trouble. This really takes me back to my Ford Galaxy days, being back in a car camper, and I've got to say, I absolutely love it. Even when the neighbours don't want you here. It should be a lot easier to drive than last week's vehicle, that's for sure.
Turn, get that wheel round, get that wheel round, get that wheel round.
Oh, wipers are on the left, indicators are on the right. It's another Japanese vehicle, which means everything's opposite. It honestly feels so nice to be driving a modern vehicle again. It's been far too long. A clutch that goes down when you push it quite lightly, brakes that do what you tell them to do. And this vehicle's got AC, it's got all of these nice little gadgets and gizmos. It's from 2017. It's Japanese, so it's got all of that fun kind of technical aspect to it. And it just cruises along quite nicely. There's one problem I'm going to say with the driving experience so far. It's only been a couple of minutes, and that is I can't actually move the seat any further back because of the way that Abby's actually built the kitchen and all of the living space. I've got a kitchen unit right behind me, so there's no way that I could actually move the chair any further back than what it is. There is one thing about driving this, and it's the fact, as the Americans would say, I feel like a soccer mom. I feel like I should have my kids in the back, a bag of footballs, and some oranges. It's just that type of vehicle. It's giving me that type of feeling. This week, it's not a Tesco's, it's not a Sainsbury's, it's my favourite supermarket. You probably think it's M&S. It's not. It's Morrison's. You can't go wrong. The jam donuts are just sensational. I can't tell you how nice it feels to be driving a relatively small vehicle and not be pooing my pants about driving in a supermarket. After you, my dear. No problem. Today is going to be the best opportunity to be cooking outside. It's the nicest weather that we've had on any of these videos so far. Here we go, this is what I'm talking about. Dinner made very easy. 2 packs of noodles because we're rather large blokes. What sauce do we want? I couldn't make a katsu curry in the Mazda Bongo, but I can tonight, even though I'm cheating the system. I'm telling you, I couldn't come to Morrison's without some jam donuts. They're the best. Oh, donuts, yeah. You could have had them. No, cheers. How can I leave the donuts in the bloody basket? We are now going to attempt to find a park up. It is full of beautiful park ups around here. However, we actually drove through quite a few on the way to this Morrison's, and a lot of them have barriers, which means it's going to be a bit of a nightmare to try and find somewhere to actually park. So we're going to go on a good old trusty park for night, see what we can find, and see if we can find something suitable to camp out in this. There are honestly so many park ups around us, but none of them are tickling my fancy, because a lot of them are just lay-bys or just in industrial estates, and tonight it'd be quite nice, if we're going to be cooking outside, to cook somewhere in the middle of the woods or somewhere in nature. I've never been to Derby so many times in my life. Ah yes, my friend, I see a gate up ahead, so this park up I don't think it's going to work, and there's nowhere to turn around. Oh bollocks. So this is where I had in mind to park, but we've got a gate. Trying to find park ups isn't always that easy, especially in areas that you don't know. Ugh. Where's he going, Ben? Just go straight back, stop turning the steering wheel. Where are you going, Ben? What are you doing? That's too tight. We're causing absolute chaos here. Oh, bless Ben. Ah, there's stinging nettles everywhere. He's not used to driving big vehicles. Oh, I'm gonna have to reverse all the way down as well. I thought this car would be able to get in there, but it can't. I've got to go back as well. Potholes. With these videos, it is never simple or easy. Time to find park up number 2. I'll see you there hopefully, and then show you where we've managed to park up for the night. Park up number 2. Flipping dead end. Right, let's try that again. Park up number 3. Oh man, this is not looking good.
It's 2.2 meters.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I've just managed to get in is a great spot, but my van won't get in because there's a height barrier. That's probably the beauty of this car, that you're not restricted to where you can park up, whereas clearly with a van like mine, which is much taller, you can't come in places like this. I don't usually have this many problems trying to find somewhere to park. Where the hell are we? There's bloody cows up ahead crossing the road. There's cows everywhere. Go on, cows. There's a local farmer. Wow, look at all these cows. There's loads of them. It's a lot of cows. How many cows was that? Really? Thanks, mate. We definitely didn't want to stay up there because I think we might have an angry farmer screaming and shouting at us in the morning. This is proper farmer country, that's for sure. I would love to do a day on a farm, herding cattle, shearing sheep. That's the life I want. Finally found somewhere relatively suitable. It is in a beautiful location, I have to say. Trees all around us, birds chirping away. It is another National Trust car parking spot, which does say they're going to be closing the gate at 8 o'clock. 8 different park ups we have tried to find in the last 2.5 to 3 hours of driving around Derbyshire. It's been a long day of just driving around, faffing around, so let's jump inside, show you the kitchen setup, and get on with tonight's chicken chow mein. So the bed does actually convert into, I can't believe I'm going to say this in a car, a dining room. Everything's pink in here. Pink to make the boys wink, so they say. I'm assuming these pillows need to go up here somewhere just for the time being. This stays where this is, okay? I think I'm figuring it out because this is actually the table, well, the dinner table. A little bit thin on the smaller side, but what do you expect? The fact that there's a dinner table in here and it converts into a sofa and a bed is just unbelievable. And then I need the leg, which is here. Okay. Everything is so simple and well done in this. Oh, sugar. Does this come out? Oh, wow. This is so good. Look at that. Oh my God. I am genuinely... Oh, shit. Oh, it's a little bit tight. I mean, I don't know. Don't know how I'm going to be chopping my food. I'm probably a little bit too tall for it, I would say.
It's kind of got a hobbit vibe.
Maybe if I sit like this and straddle the pole. I cannot believe how well made this van is, or this car. There's storage units, there's a double bed, there's a semi-dining room, as we've just seen. There's, you know, at least somewhere to, well, I was going to say sit on your laptop, but if you were short, it would be great. I am genuinely so impressed by this, that somebody has been able to make so much use out of every single inch in this vehicle. It's so practical, so simple, and it's a car. We've got even more cooking or work surface space because this just clips onto here, and then this leg comes down, and it's an additional cooking / work surface space. You could genuinely fit about 5 or 6 short people inside here. Here comes the chicken katsu feast. We've got the diced chicken breast just to save us actually having to chop anything. We've got a couple of katsu sauces and a shed load of noodles. Let's get this on the go. I don't think I've ever cooked outside in a vehicle like this before. Not with a pull-out cooking area. And I'm loving it. The perfect weather for it. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is I've got the lights inside. I've got the back door open because obviously I want to cook out here. There's going to be a hell of a load of mosquitoes and bugs inside there when I go to bed. Salt and pepper. Oh, we could be in luck, you know. I'm not being nosy, Abby, I promise. I'm just looking for ingredients. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. How'd you like pepper? I know I said I was cooking tonight and this is a complete cheat code. Everything here is pre-made. But when you're camping, especially a night like tonight, you just want something simple and easy. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, Ben. Extra flavour, I think. We're going to try and squeeze in there and enjoy a romantic dinner for 2.
What's with this romantic?
I don't know. Well, look at it. Look at the vibe in there. Oh, with adding this extension piece to the table, it's made it a little bit tighter in here. I wonder if I can eat like this. Yeah, not the biggest amount of space in here, but as I've said already, it's remarkable how much has been squeezed into such a small space. How am I going to do this? I'm going to have to slouch down like this. I don't know how tall you need to be to comfortably be sat in here. Let's give this a whirl. Tastes bloody delicious. And genuinely, I think you honestly could, if you were the right height for this vehicle, you could have one person sat here, another sat there, 2 people there, one person where Ben's sitting, and another person the opposite side of Ben. So if you really wanted to have some sort of car dinner party, you really could. Just if you're over 5'2", you might struggle. Security's come and we've just been kicked out. Not kicked out, he's locking the gate. Was a nice guy. Thank God we managed to cook, but now we've got to try and find somewhere else to camp in this. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I thought we'd got away with it. I thought we'd got away with it. That is so annoying. It's not annoying because there are signs saying they would close it, but They said at 8 o'clock, it's now 8:45. Where have I put the keys? Oh no. I've had to leave everything packed up at the minute because, well, he's waiting for us to leave so he can lock the gate. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Now we've got to find somewhere to stay and I have no idea where we're going to go. The only place that I can currently think of is a lay-by because that's all we've come across so far. Ten park-ups. We are now in the middle of Derbyshire, right next to a rowing club, because we had to leave the countryside. We could not find anywhere to park up there. Everything had a gate, everything had barriers, everything, as you saw, we got kicked out. There were only lay-bys with noisy roads by it, so the only solution was to come into Derby, pretty much the city centre, and find this place. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be able to stay here for tonight. I'm not sure I was meant to drive with all of this still up, but the guy's security literally came and said you need to leave, so I didn't really have a choice but to drive with it all up. This is tonight's Pink Paradise, and what an absolute car camping setup this is. One thing I haven't checked, as always, is am I tall enough to sleep in here? Feet are definitely going to be hanging off the end of the bed, but that's not bad. Oh, and it is actually very comfortable. Thankfully tonight it's not going to be getting too cold because there's no heater in here, but as I've said already, this is the most luxurious car camper I've ever been in. I'm going to head to bed. Today has been an absolute mission trying to find somewhere to park up, so I'm exhausted. I don't know how that alarm didn't go off last night when I was sleeping in here, but obviously there aren't sensors inside. Good morning, welcome to Derby Rowing Club, and welcome to my humble abode last night. What an absolute dream it was. I slept like an absolute log, honestly. I could go for another 2 or 3 hours because it was so warm, so comfortable and so cosy in here. It's been so nostalgic and so nice being in a tiny little van and a car like this. And it's brought back so many amazing fond memories of the Galaxy days. This van, or car, or whatever the heck you want to call it, really has everything. I didn't even realise there's a 240 plug socket, so when you are plugged into a campsite, or anything like that, you could be charging your stuff like you're at a normal house. Easy little poppers, pop the curtains away, and we're sorted, almost packed up and ready to go. As always with these videos, the sad time has now come to give this beloved Nessie the camper back to its owner Abby. I can't believe this is episode 11 of season 1. So season 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 will be continuing in the very near future, and I cannot wait to experience and check out even more of these incredible campers. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Next week, we're in an even smaller vehicle, which I can't quite believe, and I have no idea how that's going to happen. So as always, if you've enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give the video a like. Please make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in next week's video.